I'm not one to toot my own horn. But having crisscrossed the lower 48 states, we've attended some pretty exciting festivals. Usually, they're inspired by sensible things like balloons or fried food. But a biker rally? I had my doubts whether we'd fit in. I mean, the only tattoo I've ever gotten is of the stick-on Disney variety. And I need a motorcycle like Kate Gosselin needs another kid. I'm a magnet for freak injuries and have the broken fingers and dislocated patellas to prove it. But here we are. They come from all over the world, rich and poor, young and old, clothed and topless, with a few token TV celebrities tossed in for good measure. That's the Orange County Choppers guy on the little red Vespa. Sturgis is very much a camping event. Massive campgrounds, many of which are open only for this 2-week festival, allow the town to absorb a mountain of gleaming metal. The most famous is called the Buffalo Chip. During the festival, it features concerts by top-shelf musical attractions. Where else can you hear Blowin' in the Wind segue into Bark at the Moon? While most bikers tent camp, there's a huge flotilla of invading RVs as well. Since some people travel thousands of miles to get to Sturgis, more than a few bikes have traveled by trailer. We park our own trailer a few miles outside town at a place called Shade Valley, home of the dentist bikers. Our campsite is actually surprisingly nice. Sure, we're boondocking in the middle of a big field, but it's a beautiful field. And it's just a 10-minute ride to the heart of the action. At Sturgis, you'll meet those who march to the beat of their own drummer.
Hey folks, this is Alabama out of Houston, Texas. We're up here in Sturgis having a big party. Everybody's brotherhood, sisterhood. People are as nice as they can be. Over 1 million people, 570,000 motorcycles. This town is as friendly as it gets, and y'all load up the family, come on out and have fun.
So, how do you have fun at Sturgis? Even if your idea of a bike has a shiny little bell and 10 gears, you will be captivated by this scene. Acre upon acre of what some emergency room physicians call donor cycles. The soundtrack, a steady, primordial drum beat delivered by old-fashioned, politically incorrect, exhaust-spewing internal combustion engines. In a transportation world that's increasingly dominated by sanitized and sensible, eco-friendly econo-boxes, Sturgis is a noisy blast of fresh air. The bikes are really expressions of individual personality, and the people are fascinating. A few of them probably have careers in video games. I'm pretty sure this guy was a character in Street Fighter 2. Yes, he looks pretty tough on his bike, but then again, so does Grandma. In this town, even the police are riding high on the hog. Funny thing about loud motorcycles, one by itself can be obnoxious and a bit annoying, but put together 1,000 and you create a symphony of churning pistons. The ensuing musical racket would kickstart Michael Jackson's pulse. Everywhere you look, there's a head-turning bike. Okay, I watched the Jetsons as a kid. Weren't Elroy and Judy siblings? Ew. Here you'll find widespread appreciation for female anatomy. Sturgis celebrates motorcycles of all varieties. Of course, there's no shortage of Harley-Davidson, but you'll also find Indian, Kawasaki, Honda, and BMW, which inflatable chicks apparently dig. This brings us to the dress code. In Sturgis, a pasty is not a traditional workman's lunch, but rather an article of clothing. Apparently, they go well with body paint. Yes, the dress code is Sturgis casual. These chaps are not by Ralph Lauren.
So these are for when you want to commemorate your visit in a really special way.
If you want to bring home some special undergarments, most are kinda sexy. A few, not so sexy. You can buy t-shirts in any color you want, so long as it's black. What about food? Well, there's plenty of fresh meat on the grill, and it's quite tasty. But you probably shouldn't ask too many questions about where it all came from. With the presence of biker gangs, you might think you'd witness a lot of fights at Sturgis. You'll certainly see a few fisticuffs at the Knuckle Saloon. Here you can relax and watch young men pummel each other into submission with their fists. Okay, it isn't exactly the Vienna Philharmonic, but it's certainly entertaining in a caveman sort of way. Hey, would you pass the raw meat? Hell's Angels may get all the press, but one of the great surprises of Sturgis is the presence of Heaven's Angels.
We're here for ministry. We work at a camp called Canto Eagle Manor. They only charge $10 a night, and there you get a free breakfast and a free barbecue at night.
There's a massive Christian biker movement at Sturgis, and I dare say that the do-gooders now outnumber the other guys.
We don't go there and preach to them. We have literature out. They know that we're Christians, and we have to go to the fishing hole.
Yeah.
Your fishing hole isn't in your church.
Right.
Your fishing hole is right here.
If you come to Sturgis, you're much more likely to be saved than stabbed. With all the black leather and tattoos, you might think of Sturgis as home to the counterculture. But actually, you'll see a lot of patriotism here. A large percentage of the biker crowd are veterans. At Sturgis, there's a steady undercurrent of respect for God, country, and the military. Yes, my friends, it'll make you proud to be an American. I mean, in what other country can you toss together this dichotomous human gumbo and have it all somehow work? A happy commingling of beer guzzlers and Bible thumpers, crotch rockets and Harley hogs. A place where black blends with red, white, and blue. Sturgis, for all of its rebel without a roof bravado, is actually a melodious melting pot. So we slap a Sturgis sticker on our own hunk of gleaming metal. Who knows? Maybe next year, the Schwinn Huffy gang will belly up to the bar. Available on DVD.
Texas says y'all come back. Thank you.